Hello everybody and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin and I will be reading for Cancer today. So Cancer, we're going to be doing a new spread called Should I Stay or Should I Go? So this can apply to a job, a relationship, a household, whatever it is that you're thinking about, okay? So I'll cleanse the space with some Palo Santo, cleanse the cards, and we will get into it. And keep in mind that these are general readings, okay? Take what resonates, leave what does not. And if you are looking for more messages, then check your other zodiacal placements. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. Okay, so I'm going to invite Spirit and request, please and thank you, a message for Cancer in their greatest and highest good at this time regarding the situation that they are thinking about leaving or staying with. This is for Cancer. This is for Cancer. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck energy, we have the Nine of Cups. So there's a feeling of happiness, some wish fulfillment, gregarious, you know, just really kind of lighthearted energy, okay? This is there can be a lot of fun, a lot of debauchery happening with this card as well. It's really it's really not just, but it's really an energy that speaks to, you know, having fun and sharing the things that you have, right? You know, Nine of Cups, it's like, say, you can have a dinner party and share your food, and it could be a potluck, you know, or like, say, if you're a vendor of some kind, like you could be showing and selling your wares, your art, craft, whatever, but it's a good fun vibe, okay? This also comes after the Eight of Cups, so there is an element of a little bit of fake it till you make it in a way. So I think that you could be putting on a brave face right now, because since the 9 does come after the 8th, you may have just gotten out of something, or something, it's like you're thinking about leaving, or maybe you have partially walked away from something as well, which is very interesting because we're looking at the should I stay or should I go, okay? So for your own, like when you're listening to this reading, just think about it's basically the thing you've been thinking about, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on this video, okay? So The present situation is the Ace of Pentacles. So you have a new opportunity. Fate is handing you a new seed, something to plant for the future. All right. And so with that new seed, there could be a feeling inside of you that could have been like, as soon as this opportunity showed up, the present situation, you could have been like, oh, you might not think you have enough room in your life for this new thing. Maybe that's what's making you think about, well, should I stay or should I go? Because if I get this new job, I'm obviously not going to be staying in my old job. Or, you know, like this new person came along. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Okay. The other thing is that it could really be like, say you're already at a job that you like, and then there's an opportunity for a little side hustle. So that could be a part of it too, you know, whether or not you should leave your current job in order to really like jump whole hog into this new opportunity. But whatever this new opportunity is, this is speaking to your future. This is for the long term. This is a seed that's being planted for your future, for your tangibles. Okay. So that's why I'm thinking this is like related to work, but we'll see as we get into it. Okay, so, and I have my little notes here as to like what these questions are. Okay, what is blocking you from moving on? The Page of Cups. Okay, so this is this is really like, it could be your children, because pages can represent children in the tarot. Okay, so you could be thinking about your children with regard if this is a job. But essentially it's like you experience, this is blocking you from moving on because the Page of Cups is sweet. There's a lightness to this place, to this relationship. You know, it could be something fairly new. It could be something that is just developing. Or maybe it's something that you've been in for a while and you're wanting to see, you want to hang in there to see if it does develop, you know, like, is this going to grow? Is this going to become something, you know, really substantial for my long term and in this partnership? So, you know, what is blocking you is the potential, okay? Even though you're experiencing this, your current situation is something that's like sweet and you enjoy it, what you're seeing it with it right now is the potential, is the beginning for it to become something more. And it could, or it might not. We'll see. Okay. What is currently supporting you? The Two of Cups. So that's really nice. Like, this is beautiful energy. Like, this is supporting you right now. Like, this is something that could very well be new, or it could be somebody, like a relationship that, it's a relationship that you feel that you really want to grow, okay? Like, this is blocking you from leaving, which is the hope of it growing. You see its potential. And with the Two of Cups, I get the sense that you also feel its potential as well. Because the Two of Cups indicates another person is sharing their cup with you as well. You know, this is somebody, it's like you guys see eye to eye on situations and things, and there's a mutuality here that feels really, really good. That feels really good. Okay. But clearly, I mean, maybe we'll get some clarification, because it's like, okay, I mean, because that's really strong energy, so why would you be considering leaving? You know? So we'll see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. What to expect if I stay? 10 of Swords. So is this a situation where you have had like breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup type stuff? Because as you're in the, or you could just be fearing. This could also be a fear that you have, because swords represent mind. They represent intellect. They can represent fears. It's of air, right? It's not entirely tangible. And this question is what to expect if I stay. The expectation is like, that's something that you're predicting. So it's like you, as of right now, you're experiencing this as the Page of Cups. And you have your strength, what's supporting you is this Two of Cups energy. So how is it that the Ten of Swords comes after that? What should I expect if I stay? So I would invite you to consider your level of trust in this situation, okay? What is it that has led you to believe that if you stay with this person, it's just going to lead to heartbreak? That could be past experiences that, you know, they've broken your heart in the past and then they've come back. Very, very common dynamic. And especially with the Page here, if it's something that has been in your life for a while and we're still in first gear in the Page energy, you know, you could still have a lot of love for that, but it's still not growing. It's still not progressing. It's just in the potential phase. It's in the small gesture phase, right? And there are people who can stay with people for many, many years because of potential, all right? So this Ten of Swords in this position tells me that there is something inside of you that is like, this is kind of like death by a thousand cuts. Like, I love this person so much. And we're kind of still in the sniffing butt stage. So what's going on here? Like, is this ever going to get off the ground? You know, and maybe the person has hurt you before. Maybe they haven't. Maybe this is a fear that you have because you have been dating this person for 6 months, 9 months, and you're still just kind of like, you know, special friends or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So there's something in you that is saying, you know, I get the sense that you feel this already because you have this cup energy here. You're already in the feeling mode, right? But that could be a fear. I mean, it could be a prediction, and it could very well be like a potential outcome, okay? What to expect if you stay. Alrighty, so it says, what are the benefits of staying? Which is very interesting. You get the High Priestess in this position. The benefits of staying is the High Priestess. This tells me that the benefit of staying in this would be like, I mean, this very well could be more of a spiritual connection, like intuitively you guys pick up on each other's stuff, or you pick up on a lot here. So being in this, and I'm going to say it's a relationship, of course, you know, it's a relationship. But there's mutuality here. The benefit of staying. The High Priestess. That says to me that you would go through experiences that would bring you to the depths of your emotion that ultimately could feel very bewildering, very painful, and just kind of all over. This is kind of like an invitation for like a spiritual awakening, you know. The High Priestess. This cloth that's behind her, okay, and she holds the scrolls. It's like she holds the answers, but she's very, very secretive. And the answers are going to be different for every person who engages with her, okay? And you're not just gonna be, it's like, to go behind the veil, if you want to discover what is in these scrolls here, what is in these teachings, that is a very individualized experience, which is an invitation for you to plumb the depths plumb the depths of your own psyche and your own emotions in order to really learn about your inner world. Okay, waking up your intuition. You know, something tells me that you're already a very intuitive sign. You know, you're Cancer. Cancers are very intuitive. So what are the benefits of staying? You'll have a lot of lessons. You will learn so much. This will enrich your soul, and you will learn so much about yourself. But if this is a Two of Cups, if this is a relationship, a one-on-one relationship, I mean, you don't have any control over whether or not something stays or goes. You have control over whether or not you do. But like, let's say, for instance, you're like, well, what if I stay? It's like, okay, you could stay all day. But if this other person, you know, bailed, I mean, why would you want to stay? If you're staying at that point, then you're just staying you're staying stuck. You'd be staying in your mind if that person bailed. Because it's like, I'm not sure what this is about, this Ten of Swords. You know, like, what should I expect if I stay? An ending of some kind. Either that's you know, well, it's if you stay, so it would be them walking away. Or some sort of shitty, painful ending, right? What are the benefits of staying? Learning about yourself. Strengthening your intuition. Life lessons. Life lessons. Okay. What is blocking me from progress in this situation? And you have the Magician. What is blocking you from progress in this situation? Which is interesting. The Magician is like the great manifester. What's blocking you from progress in this situation? Maybe you're trying to manifest something. Maybe you're kind of manifesting the wrong thing. Or trying to manifest not the wrong thing, but you're trying to manifest something that, you know, might not be what you actually need. Maybe you're trying to manifest something that you want. What is blocking me from progress? Yeah. The Magician in this position tells me that the manifestation and the focus is so hard on a particular area, okay? Now, I'm going to go off a little side tangent here, but it relates, so just bear with me. So there's this book by Mark Epstein. It's called Open to Desire, Embracing a Lust for Life. And he is a psychologist, and he's also a Buddhist practitioner, has been for decades. Fantastic author, fantastic books. So Mark Epstein wrote this book, and, you know, if any of you know about Buddhism, there's this thing of like, well, attachment leads to suffering, right? Like anything, the only thing that is really you can count on in this life is suffering. And, you know, and the why? Because we attach ourselves to these different things. Okay, So I was intrigued by this book being written by this man, because I'm like, say what? Like, what are you trying to sell me with this? You know, like just with the title. And so I read it and it made perfect sense. Now listen. The desire is there. Okay? So like I was saying, you're trying to manifest, I would imagine, love with this person. Okay? Now, what is blocking your progress? I believe it is a fixed idea, a very fixed idea of what the progress would look like to you. Well, if I'm progressing and if I'm really manifesting properly, then we will be, we will move in together, and then we will get married, and then we will have kids, and then we will have the white picket fence, and blah, 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 blah. It's like there can be kind of like this very fixed rigidity around what it is that you want. Whereas, you have the Two of Cups. Like, this is in the position of what is currently supporting you. If you're already currently supported in this space with this energy, you're cool. Like, you don't even need to do anything else. You know what I mean? So it's like with this energy already in your supportive position, and then you're thinking, well, what do I expect if I stay? I'm going to say, like, what do you expect if you continue to try to manifest, if you try to rigidly hold on to this particular outcome? And that's also what that book is about. Open to desire, embracing a lust for life. You're not somebody could be here, somebody could be in this space and say, I want love, I want a relationship. Okay, fantastic. That's a beautiful, healthy want. And I want it with John, or I want it with Sally, and it's like, Sally is the only one that can give me that relationship. John is the only one. You know what I'm saying? So then there's a fixation and a rigidity that the love can only come from Sally or John, depending on who you're into, whatever, right? Doesn't fucking matter. So it's like that, right? It's like that. So that's kind of a long tangent, but that's what I'm telling you. You already have the Two of Cups in your energy, which is love. And then you have the Page of Cups, which feels very like potential, and it's growing, and it's youth, it's young. And there's fear here. I feel this. What do I expect if I stay? I feel this as a fear. That's what it feels like to me. This is, and I'm going to say, what do I expect if I continue to try to rigidly manifest just this one person as my, forever person or whatever, instead of just relaxing into what is. And what is right now is this. And I think that this High Priestess, this is an invitation to also loosen your grip. Loosen your grip on the fixed image of what you're trying to manifest. Because this is in the position of what is blocking you from progress. Your manifestation of like, I only want love with this person. I mean, you already have love. But given that it's in the Page energy, I'm betting that you're kind of like, well, when are we going to get to the King energy? There's kind of this thing of like future, like thinking about the future so much in like, well, when are we going to shift into second gear? When are we going to do? And like, of course, that makes perfect sense. Like, we all want things to progress. Like, you definitely don't want to have like some stalemate energy where it's just kind of like you're running in place. Like, definitely, like, relationships need to grow, they need to progress, they need to deepen. And if they don't, then they end. You know, it's just kind of like, it's limited. It only goes to a certain level, to a certain time. And then if both people are there and they're jiving and it's good, but like for one reason or another, like it doesn't deepen, it doesn't ripen, it doesn't grow. And the way that these things grow, the way that relationships grow and deepen and ripen and become richer and more fulfilling and more intimate, is like being able to be honest about all the things, you know. And when there is conflict, stay present with one another and working out the conflict. And with this as a supportive energy, like, these people do that. This type of energy, these two people, they do that with one another. Yeah, they can annoy each other. They can, you know, and either one of them or both of them will also need to take breaks, like take a little time out. But you come back and you talk about the thing. Okay, I'm totally getting off on a tangent here. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. You know, this should I stay or should I go, I would bet is the impetus for that question is because you're not seeing your manifestation come out fast enough. And because it's not coming out fast enough, despite this Two of Cups energy of what is supporting you right now in the very present moment, you're fearful that if you stay, that it's gonna be a very painful ending. And like maybe you will kick yourself in the ass, you know, for having stayed, you know, I don't know. Okay, so what to expect? So what to expect if you go? What do you expect if you leave? The King of Swords. You could be, so this tells me that the leaving decision would be made in the mind, not from the heart. This is what's happening. This is what's supporting you right now, is this Two of Cups energy. There's love here, okay? It is in the very sweet stage. It's not, you know, let's get married tomorrow, you know, phase. But if you were to leave, I believe that you would be making that decision from a headspace. Well, if it's not going along on this timeline, that's common and standard, and this is how it should work out, this is the logical path, then I gotta go, because if I stay, they're just gonna hurt me anyway. And that ties back, right? What are your benefits of staying? The High Priestess, a spiritual journey about yourself. There's fear here. There's fear. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, I feel fear. Like, I feel something's up behind this question. Because the mind is telling you it should be looking a certain way right now. I've been manifesting this to be like this, and it's not looking that way, because while I feel this, we're still here. I'm only getting small gestures back and forth. I don't know though, because this would not be small gesture energy. Maybe the gestures feel small. Either way, it feels, I get the sense that it doesn't feel like it's progressing fast enough for you. And the thing is, I mean, shoot, I can understand all that, right? I mean, it's kind of like if you've been with somebody for a few years and you're just kind of like, if you want your life, your intimate life and your relationship, your romantic, intimate partnerships to look a particular way, because the thing is, the trajectory of like, oh, I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want to do this, I want to do, like, this is how a relationship should look. It's like, yeah, that's how a relationship should look for you. If that model, whatever model it is that you want, that is perfectly fine. And that is completely, like, it's like, if that's your vision, then own it, you know, for sure. So if you feel like you've been stuck in first gear for a really long time, you know, like, I don't know, however long that long time is for you, then it would make sense that you'd be considering leaving if you have specific goals and wants and things for your future, you know? So that's very relevant, very relevant. So yeah, what are the benefits of leaving? King of Swords energy. You'd definitely be making this very logical decision. A head over heart decision for sure. But with the King of Swords, that's a very strong energy that is going to help you sort out how you want, what do you want your life to look like? And then you can ask yourself, does this person want the same things? And then go from there. If they don't, then you're not compatible. You can love them all day, you know, but if you want your life to look a particular way and you want your partnership to look a particular way and feel a certain way, then, and this person is not stepping up to like work with you on that, and you would have to communicate that. Like, you need to communicate that to your person, okay? And not like guns blazing, like, you know, just being clear and open-hearted. And these people don't come at each other with guns blazing, you know? So I think that it would be a good idea for you to be honest about that and getting clear on that for yourself, first and foremost, which I'm certain you've been thinking about forever. And then checking in to see if that matches. If that matches with your person, you know. Because, you know, this feeling of like, what should I expect if I stay? Death by 1,000 cuts. I mean, that's how waiting around can feel like. If you're just investing in this because of the potential, you got to look at what it is right now and what it has been all along. You know? And then that's when you need to check in with the person and be like, are we going to grow? Like, this is what I see for my future. What do you think? You know? So this is really interesting. I get the sense that there's like I get the sense that there are a couple of camps of folks watching this, thinking about this. some who, you know, are very much rigidly bound to their own vision of how it's supposed to look. And then eventually it could lead there. And this is all kind of like, I feel like it's kind of dependent upon timeline too, you know. And then others who are like very clear, like I've been doing this for far too long. I want to get married. We've been together for 9 years. You know, I really want to get married, and like the other person just doesn't want to get married, you know. Or we've been together for, you know, 9 years, 7, 8 years, whatever. I really want to have a kid, and this person doesn't want to have a kid, right? Stuff like that. And that's painful. That's painful. You know, when you've been with somebody for so long and then you come to discover years on down the road that you don't want the same things, that's really, really, really hard. And, you know, you could already know this. And if you already know that, then you have your decision. You have your choice. You have your choice. And so that's the thing. You know, the title of this is Should I Stay or Should I Go? And it's not necessarily with a promised answer of like this lady right here, this random lady on the internet telling you what life decision to make. I'm reading the energies of where we're at, of where this is at. So your present situation is that there's a new opportunity. You have your seed in hand and you are going to plant it, okay? What is blocking you from moving forward? The potential. What is currently supporting you? You got this Two of Cups energy. Things are cool, you know, you got this beautiful love. All right, fair enough, gorgeous. What to expect if you stay? And we've talked about that at length with regard to fear, rigidity, what have you. Or it very well could be like one-to-one. Like if you stay, yeah, it's going to be painful. Yeah, if you stay, it's going to be painful. If you really want your life to look a certain way and this other person is not compatible with that, yes, that will be painful. Okay. What are the benefits of staying? Life lessons, getting in touch with all your emotions. What is blocking you from progress in the situation? And I'm going to say wanting to manifest a particular vision maybe with this person if they have been clear with you that they don't want the same things. That's what's blocking you in moving forward with the way you want your life to look in a partnership, just, or even in your life, if you want to start a family or whatever the case may be. What is blocking you is trying to manifest it with this person who may or may not have been clear with you on whether or not they want the same thing. And either they've told you with their words or they're trying to tell you with their actions. Who knows? Or maybe they're not. I don't know. You know, I don't know what they're doing. But like, what's blocking you is that you're trying to manifest with somebody who is not on the same page. What to expect if I leave? King of Swords. What are the benefits of leaving? Page of Wands. A brand new beginning. The pages, in my opinion, the pages are the fools of their own suit. That's the way I see them. They're kind of like the fool's little cousin. The fool's second cousin. I don't know. It's just kind of like they have this very beginner energy, right? They have what it takes. They absolutely have what it takes to branch out on where to start the thing, like start the evolving process, you know, and grow in this area. Absolutely, they have what it takes, okay? But it's also beginner energy. And so with the Page of Wands, that is, you know, new action, new endeavor, doing something differently. That's something else that could be a part of this too. Maybe, I mean, it all depends on what is the context of your relationship completely and what your goals are. So if you were to try this in this partnership, is there a way to manifest differently? Try a different action. You know, is the manifestation being in what's blocking you position? Is that because you're trying to manifest with a particular person, or maybe your manifestation is kind of, you know, inside of a box, rather than here's my manifestation and this is what I want in my life. I want love in my life, or I want kids in my life, or I want whatever. Want all this in my life, and I'm going to have it be open to really kind of come. I'm going to live in alignment with that and my manifestation and what I want, and then, you know, life can flow in that direction, rather than putting kind of some weird rigid boundaries around it where it only has to come from this one thing, this one source, and this look this certain way. So with the Page of Wands here, what are the benefits of leaving? You get to start something new. You get to start over, start something new. But I would say get very, very clear what to expect if you leave. What you would expect if you left is to get very, very clear on what it is that you want. And, you know, how are you going to be able to, you know, assess, depending on what it is, how are you going to be able to assess in the future whether or not a potential partner is going to match that vision with you? I hope that makes sense. So, I don't think I'm going to clarify any of these, because I think that this was a pretty straightforward reading. Actually, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. What time is it? Okay, we have some time. That'll be good. That'll be fun. And plus, it's kind of... So, did you guys... Okay, so here's the thing. Leave in the comments what you guys thought of this interpretation. I feel like the interpretation was sound. However, it's interesting if I'm trying to kind of pin it down to what it could be. That's when it starts to kind of get a little, it's all related and the energies all work, but it can just kind of look a little bit nuanced, a little bit different. But ultimately, I think that's really what it is, you know. Should you stay or should you go? The present situation, you have the Ace of Pentacles in hand. You have the inspiration. You have the seed that you want to start. What is blocking you? The potential of your seed growing in a particular space with a particular person. Because what is supporting you is you have somebody here. Okay, but what do you expect if you stay? Ten of Swords, painful ending, you know, and that could very well be an accurate assessment, an accurate hypothesis, or it could be a fear, depending on, I mean, timing is very much a part of this for each individual, you know. I mean, for example, like say if I just started dating someone and I really want to have a kid and our relationship is going great, but we've been together for 10 months. Should I dump that person because they don't want to have kids with me yet? No. I should probably check and see if they want kids. You know? And if the answer is yes, and we're rocking and rolling in the Two of Cups energy, then it would be a fear of mine that everything would be ending if I stayed. But that's only coming from a place of, if I'm rigidly connected, if I'm rigidly locked into having a baby with somebody by the end of the first year of the relationship. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, that's what I'm talking about. So, you know, take it as it resonates. So yeah, I'm feeling really strongly that, like, what's supporting you, and I think it's really just about getting clear on what your vision is, and you know, the entire impetus for should I stay or should I go, if we are asking ourselves that question, that means that there is something about the current situation that is not quite, that we're feeling frustrated about. You know, we're not, it's like our goal or our thing that we want is not coming through. And so it's like, well, can I get my need met here? And if I can't, you know, that's the behind the should I stay or should I go? Can I get my need met here? Whether it's a relationship or a job or whatever. What should I expect if I stay? What are the benefits of staying? Deep spiritual learning. And that's a major arcana. So that's quite significant. But by no means, don't stay just for the promise, the idea of some sort of, I don't know, that one's a little confusing. And of course it should be, because it's the High Priestess. She doesn't quite reveal everything, because there's secrets. She's also secretive. And what are the benefits of staying? What, that you'll never know what the fuck is going on? What's blocking you from progress? Trying to manifest with the wrong person, or in the wrong place. All right, I am shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. Okay, so let's look at what is blocking me from moving on. Well, present situation, I like that ace, the standalone ace, because that's everybody, you know, the ace is going to mean whatever it means to each person, right? The blocking you from moving on. Why is the page here? Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is clarified by the Justice, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So, yeah, I mean, what was I saying earlier about potential? You know, if we see something as being in the realm of potentiality, we really want something in that, with that energy, with that person, with whatever our goal is, we are going to put the work in, right? So you got the Eight of Pentacles here, which is putting in the work, and the Ten of Cups. So there's something about this That's just like, this feels right. This feels good. Like, even though we're in the potential beginning stages, like, this is 10 of Cups right here. This is wish fulfillment. This is beautiful, you know? And with Justice as a part of it as well, like, there's a part of you that feels like this is what's fair, I guess. Like, this is you know, perhaps you found somebody who's very, very honest with you. And there is a balance. You feel balanced in this connection. Like, this has the potential. It has so much strong energy. It does have the potential to go very far. Could even be forever. I mean, this is the 10 of Cups. This is happy family, happily ever after. And it could be, it doesn't have to include kids, whatever. It's like, it's just community, partnership, love, long term, going, like, the family you build, the home that you build with somebody. So you're really seeing that. You really want that with this person. So why on earth would you think about, why this 10 of Swords? Okay, so let's look. That's supporting you, the 2 of Cups energy. That's rocking. Let's look at the 10 of Swords. What's up with this? Is this a fear? What is up with this? Why is the 10 of Swords here? Four of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. What to expect if I stay? Four of Pentacles and a 7 of Pentacles would indicate I'm hanging on to this and I am going to ride this till the frickin' wheels come off. And then with the Page, there's still Page energy attached to that. The 7 of Pentacles is I'm watering the shit out of this plant and it's not growing fast enough. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, you're continuing to invest. You're continuing to invest and continuing to invest, and you're very much attached and like, this is mine. Like, I'm not letting this shit go. And then we have Page energy, right, connected to that. So that makes me wonder if you feel like you're the only one putting in the effort here when it comes to this relationship, because you're like, well, what do I expect to if I stay? Yeah, death by 1,000 cuts. Like, I'm just not getting anything out of this. But okay, so let's look at this 2 of Cups. You know, I see here that you feel like this is very important to you. You are investing in it, but you're also not seeing the fruits of your labors as much as you would like. So that's why I'm talking about this whole expectation thing and timeline. And I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. Like, is your timeline realistic? And, or are you in a spot where it's like, it's been 84 years, you know, and it's like, okay. Because 2 of Cups. Come on. Okay. what? So the Two of Cups, is clarified by the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. That tells me this, okay, what this feels like to me is a situation, a Two of Cups relationship where the feelings are there, okay? But there's a sidestepping of actually being explicit about the nature of the relationship. Because if we stay in the Fool energy, and then we have the Page of Cups, you know what I mean? It's kind of like there's all this youthful beginner energy here and here and here. But there's this other energy that's like Eight of Pentacles, Seven of, like there's somebody else is like working it, dude. So one of you is putting way more effort into this than the other person is. And the other person is not being honest with themselves or you about how they feel about this or what they want. You know, it's kind of like, okay, oh yeah, man, like we're hanging out, we're doing this, like here we are, but like I'm still Nine of Pentacles, okay? Because I could like pick up and leave anytime I want. It's like, I feel like this is just like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop here. You really want something with this person, but that's no wonder it seems like it's in the Page of Cups energy, because you're seeing the potential. Because you're like, yeah, we have all these feelings, but why hasn't it taken off yet? Like, what is going on here? I'm putting in all this work. Uh-huh. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Two of Cups, and with the Fool also clarifying the Two of Cups, is kind of like a new cycle. I feel like what is supporting you? Should I stay or should I go? The Two of Cups is supporting you, but yet the Fool is going, but somebody is being dishonest. Somebody is being dishonest about what this really means to them. And it's like they're really needing to, like, there's this leap of faith. Like, the Fool is somebody who takes a leap of faith. And that, there's the Fool. The Nine of Pentacles is the single, independent person. But then the Five of Swords is like self-deception, self-sabotage. And the Two of Cups energy, as kind of like, those are the cards that are kind of defining and clarifying the Two of Cups. It's like, I'm telling you, like, I don't think you would even, the should I stay or should I go wouldn't even be a question in your mind if the Two of Cups weren't here. The Two of Cups, like, trumps all this stuff. Maybe not all of it, but like, that's the whole reason, you know? People aren't unsure, like, I don't know. Like, I honestly, like I had said before, like, if you were in a spot where you're like, should I stay or should I go? That tells me I get some of my needs met some of the time here. But I see the potential for me to get more of my needs met here, whether it's a relationship or a job or whatever, okay? So But if I leave, like, what if I leave? And then, they would have been right on the doorstep of meeting all my needs. You know, it's like, what if I leave right before they're going to give me that big raise? You know what I mean? So yeah, like the should I stay, should I go? I mean, it's like you wouldn't be asking yourself that question if you weren't 100% sure that you could get your needs met here. And the thing is that you feel Two of Cups like you are, because you are being met with this energy. This is not just you. This is two people meeting each other in this energy. But what's underneath that is someone lying to themselves about either, yeah, someone's being deceptive. Either they're showing up for, either this is bullshit and they're just fucking, you know, lying to you and showing up this way, okay? Which I don't know why anyone would ever want to do that. Like, why would you do that? Or they're lying to themselves about frickin' being in this energy, being in a Two of Cups situation, being in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship. I'm single. Except you feel this with one other person all the time, or whatever, however long, whenever you do, whatever. And then, you know, the Fool, right? It's like starting a new cycle. Taking the leap of faith. And it's funny because in this deck, the Nine of Pentacles gal, she looks all like bummed. And I never understood why the squirrel has some little hood on. It's interesting. Pardon me for yawning. It's not a boring reading, or at least I don't think that it is. Let's look at the High Priestess. So this is, what are the benefits of staying? Four of Cups, strength, and Five of Cups. I don't see that as a benefit at all, to be quite frank. So what's that? Oh, you'll get stronger through this experience. Really? Okay. Yeah, okay. So that's what it would appear to be. The benefit of staying here, despite you putting in a lot of effort and still being in the Page of Cups kind of potential zone, because you feel the Two of Cups energy so strongly, it's that it will hurt. It will be a grieving process. You will be in a relationship that's unfulfilling to you because it's not meeting your need. It's not meeting your needs. And so the benefit would be learning that through this experience, learning that you can't stay in a you can't go to the empty well. You know, you can't go to the empty well. Which really sucks because this Two of Cups is very convincing energy. But you have all these other cards that are telling me that, you know, you're really dedicated to sticking in here, to staying here, because you feel like, oh, any day now, you know. But what I'm seeing here, clarifying the High Priestess, is that there's a feeling of boredom and disappointment with the Four of Cups. So that could be a feeling of boredom and disappointment because this Two of Cups relationship, whatever form the relationship has, is not satisfying for you. So you have to ask yourself, and that's where your needs come into play. Like, how concrete are the needs? You know, and I've gone over that. I won't go over that again. You have to have a conversation with this person. You have to have a conversation with this person. And that could be part of what this is. If you stay, the benefits of staying is that you'll get a lot of spiritual insight here. Because, you know, I feel like you came into this carrying a certain level of pain and a certain level of wanting to control. And I don't want that to sound bad, like not control in like an overpowering really kind of way, more like I'm gonna make this work. And it takes two people, you know. I mean, you could water that plant all day, like I said, and hold on to this forever. But, you know, if the other person isn't coming and watering too, and maybe they're like, you're watering and they're aerating the soil and like you're working together to make the plant grow, then where's the other person, you know? And that's the thing with this Two of Cups. There's this person who's like single, or, you know, but yet they got this Five of Swords thing going on. So are they lying to themselves, or are they lying to you? I feel like the Two of Cups energy would definitely, you know, trump the Five of Swords energy. But I mean, people do that kind of stuff all the time, you know? So it's kind of like the Strength. Another major arcana. You got High Priestess and Strength. There's more of an integration. If you stay, then there's more of an integration on an individual level, that this whole situation and the lesson that you learn from this relationship is going to contribute to your core sense of self in a positive way. In a positive way. And how that looks, that's going to look different for each person. Just like the scrolls read differently for each person that the High Priestess holds in her hands. That's why she ain't giving you the answers. You know that, right? Because the scroll is not just one size fits all. The scroll will say something different for each person. Okay. What is blocking me from progress in this situation? And we pulled the Magician. And then the Magician is clarified by the Four Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Lovers. Regardless of what the context is, what is actually like the tangible, practical, day-to-day experiences of this relationship, what it would appear to me is that there is a lot of love here, but you two just may not be on the same page. And if you're not on the same page, I don't know if that's known yet, or if that's been communicated yet about how you guys want this relationship to look. So if you've already had that conversation with this person, and it's been spoken very clearly, and you're still asking yourself whether you should stay or go, Why is that? Are they telling you that they're going to step up? I will. It's okay. It'll happen. I don't know. But what's blocking you is manifesting. I mean, continuing to try with this person when they're just kind of Four of Swords, taking a time out, resting. Six of Cups and Lovers. I mean, that's soul bond. That's soul recognition. It's soul recognition here. And also mutual choosing. The Lover's card is very, very deep. This is the kind of energy where it's not just like, oh, we're lovers and everything's great all the time. These are the two people who are together. They're continuing to, work their life, and like everybody who comes together, nobody comes into a relationship with all their shit figured out. They don't. We all get triggered. We all project onto the other person. We all whatever. It's like everybody has their stuff. When the lovers are here, these are the people who trigger that kind of thing in one another. But with the Two of Cups, see, this energy is all lined up right here. This energy is all lined up. It's all in alignment. And so these two people will trigger each other, but then what that is, the gift that is material that needs to be worked through. It's brought up for a reason for each person to work on it. And the paradox is that we actually can grow into a secure attachment with another person through practicing, right? I was just talking about this the other day with a friend of mine, because I've been reading this book, The Attached, right? And which a lot of folks have heard about. It's a really good book. Talks about different attachment styles. And I have a master's in psychology. I'm also a licensed mental health counselor. I've worked in psychology for like 20 years. So the attachment styles, there's anxious, preoccupied, and there is anxious, avoidant. Anxious avoidants are the runners. Anxious preoccupieds are the chasers. The only thing that's actually going to help heal those attachment styles is when either one of them hooks up with a securely attached person. And that's not someone that's just born securely attached. That's somebody who could be like one of the very, very few people that has a secure attachment from the beginning. But truly, a lot of folks, so it's either getting in touch with that, having that secure attachment, having that relationship, or being in therapy, which is also an emulation of a different kind of relationship. You have relational psychology, blah, blah, blah. So being able to practice this stuff, being able to, be triggered and like get upset and, say all the things, and then your person is there to hold space for you. And you hold space for each other, and then the more that the space is held for you, the more that you're able to integrate that, and the more that you're able to hold space for yourself. And so then next time you're triggered, you can stop, be the silent observer of your own experience, and be like, is this something that I can kind of handle on my own? Kind of in my own mind, kind of work it out in my own mind right now. Or is this something that I need to take to my partner? It's like that. And then little things don't seem so big anymore, the way that they used to be. Anyways, I just went off on a really long tangent there. So the manifestation, how this is blocked, like what's blocking me from progress in the situation, I feel like the reason that is because you're the only one putting in the work here. And this person is here. They're benefiting from the relationship. They're also feeling the love. But the thing is that you're doing all the work. You're doing all the work. And as long as you're doing all the work, they don't have to step up and do anything. They can just be here and benefit. You know, they need to step up. What is this? What is this? What's in your cup here? What's in your cup here? What are you trying to show me? There's support. Clearly it's being felt because this is in the supportive position. But yet what's clarifying that is the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So is this energy that they're bringing, is it a bunch of horseshit lies? Or are they lying to themselves about how they really feel? And trying to convince themselves that they're single and that they're going to bail at any time. Or convincing themselves that they're like, oh, no, this doesn't mean anything to me. I'm single, okay? And because, you know, I'm single, so, you know, no, I'm not taking the leap. I'm not going there. Manifestation, Six of Cups, and the Lovers. So yeah, that long rant was about the Lovers, okay, and the energy that's there with the Lovers. But the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups are like the fantastic people to be able to do that work. Even when the Lovers shows up, it's like, yes, that's saying there's great potential here for that to happen, for that kind of work to be done in this context. But at the same time, it's like, where's this other person? Is this other person the one that's taking a freaking nap? What's going on? Okay. What are the benefits of leaving? You have Death, Empress, and Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles at the beginning, Ace of Pentacles at the end. So your current situation is that you have a new opportunity to totally build something in a different direction. Okay? And so the benefit of you leaving this is that it will transform you and the relationship, the Death card. It will end the situation, end the dynamic, transform it, either transform the dynamic or transform you. The Empress, you'll be growing something, abundance, creativity, just wide open, unfettered space and possibility for your future. She don't have to chase anybody. Okay, and then the Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning, brand new start. That's the benefit in leaving. Should I stay or should I go? I think you have your answer here. because this Ace of Pentacles, fate is handing you the opportunity for a new beginning. And we've looked at the benefits, we've looked at the possibilities, looked at, in the end, what does it look like if you go? King of Swords, very logical decision, because this, like, to make this decision from the heart would really, really hurt, because I feel like you love this person so much. You really, 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 really wanted to make this work. But I don't get stepping up energy from this person, which sucks. Because it has, and I see it too. And that's why you've been here. That's what's held you back from moving forward, is you see the potential, you feel the potential, but you cannot make anybody take their balls out of their purse and step up and do the work. You can't. You can't. You can't. That person has to choose. That person has to choose. And you're watering plants and holding on and, you know, working your ass off and all the things. And this person's just kind of lying to themselves here, you know. And why? Not our business, I guess. We don't know. Only they know. And whatever it is that this is where their work begins. Right here. Right there. That's where their work begins. Yeah, so this was actually what to expect if I leave. Death, Empress, Ace of Pentacles. Something ends, you're the shit, starting something new. What are the benefits of leaving? Okay, let's look at that, and then I'll have to wrap it, because I've been going off. And this is a really long reading today. Thank you for hanging out with me and listening to it. I don't know if any of you have listened to the entire thing, but that's okay. It's just a tarot reading on YouTube. There you go. Holy balls. What are the benefits of leaving? Page of Wands, right? Like we discussed. Brand new action. Maybe even doing something differently. Like I said, if you're doing all the work, they don't have to step up. So you need to step back, okay? You need to step back and start, you know, what is this? This new thing? This new thing? Focus on that. Focus on that. And it's a pentacle, so it's something tangible. Maybe you need to get, you know, busy with some sort of new, like, you know, hobby, side hustle, craft, whatever, you know. So the Page of Wands is doing something new, doing something different. What's clarifying that? 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Judgment. Judgment has been seen as the resurrection, okay? And you see that the 2 of Cups comes back around. A 3 of Cups is the reunification card. Should I stay or should I go? Well, I think if you step back, this person can step up. And if they come back, great. If they don't, then they weren't meant for you. And you weren't meant for them. They were limited. And that's what I'm seeing. This is very strong. And do I believe that they really feel this? Yes, I do. Do I also believe that they're lying to themselves about it and self-sabotaging this really beautiful opportunity? Yes, I do. Do I also think that you've been putting in way too much work to make this work? Yes. Yes. So, step back so they could step up. You can let them go, you know, have that look the way it needs to look, okay? And if they come back, great. You can then judge whether or not you would get back together with them. But that's what I'm seeing. Reunion, 2 of Cups, Judgment. Bottom of the deck energy, 7 of Cups. It is confusing. It's absolutely confusing right now. Okay, that's it for the tarot portion, okay guys? That was a lot. I really went off today. I hope that was okay. I mean, I guess you guys could like put it on like 3 times fast or something like that. Here, actually, I want to do my little animal cards first. I'd like to do my little animal ones. Yeah, so that, you know what? As I'm looking at the 9 of Cups, that's more frivolous. It's fun. It's light. It's la-di-da. So, you know, maybe it's about you having a conversation, but I mean, it all depends. I don't know what you've done so far, but I've said all I need to say. I can't repeat myself anymore because I don't want you guys getting annoyed with me. Okay. Personal choice. No. Coyote, revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Yes, I'll put that next to the very light-hearted, kind of loosey-goosey 9 of Cups. Let's see here. That'll come at the end. I am officially late for my knitting group. We have knit night tonight. We go to knit night every Sunday, every 2 weeks, and so funny. I'm always late. Lame. Okay. Okay, come on. Releasing resistance. Yes. Releasing resistance. The manifestation has been rigid. There's been a lot of like, I'm gonna make it work this way, rah. And it's like, release resistance. Fucking, today I will simply accept. I will relinquish the need to be in resistance to myself and my environment in any way. I will move forward in joy by accepting where I am right now. Perfect. 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 You don't have to make you don't have to make anything different than what it is. You don't have to make anything different than what it is. The river of life flows and will continue to flow. Self-heal. Responsibility. True healing is a journey that engages the whole of your being in a spiraling process of deeper and deeper levels of understanding and self-awareness. Self-heal addresses the special connection between your soul and your body and encourages you to take responsibility for your own personal journey. I'm putting that next to the High Priestess and these guys right here. Nice. Okay, that's your whopper of a reading. Gosh, I haven't done a really long one like this for a while, I feel like. Okay, guys, if you've watched the whole thing, thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Comment. Go on all my videos. Watch some of them, even if you want to jump on there and be like, this sucks. You suck as a tarot reader. That'll be fine, too, because the algorithm will pick up that you're trolling me, and it will put me out to more people. It's an energy exchange, you guys. All right. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.